ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Laughing Boy here, and today I'm bringing you a video on how to make videos using Wondershare Filmora. I'm going to be using Filmora 11, but from my experience, whatever version you're going to be using should look pretty similar. Two things I want to make clear before we get started. I'm not sponsored by Wondershare. And I don't know everything there is to know about this software, but I do know enough, obviously, to make videos, and I hope that I can demonstrate enough to you to help you make your own. I am, in fact, making this video because a friend asked me how to use this software, so I figured, well, in order to demonstrate it to her, why not demonstrate it to everybody? So let me switch over to this view. Okay, when you get in here, this is pretty much what it's going to look like, regardless of which version. Well, it should, unless they make some drastic changes. I've been using this since Filmora 9, and well, the layout has been pretty much the same. Okay, well, when you get in here, the first thing you're going to want to do is, you're going to want to start a new project. I have already done that, but let me click on this here. And well, when you start a new project, it's going to ask you about the ratios. 16:9 widescreen. That's what you're looking at now. If you want to make a short, you can do that by going here to the 9:16. Let me see here. While I'm at this, I'm going to go down here and I am going to go to project settings. And here is again your aspect ratio. And here is where you can change your resolution. I'm going to change it all the way up to 4K. And you can change your frame rate right here. I'm going to put it at 60. And, well, here's your aspect ratio. If you want to put it on custom, you can change those if you want to. Don't know why you would, but it's there if you need it. Okay, now let's go to media. It's up here in the top left-hand corner. I don't know what you can see behind my big head, but here it is. Again, it's in the top left corner. And this is the default. This is where you're going to start. Now, what you can do is you can go up here, click on, well, you can click on import right here. You can import media files, import an entire folder, import from a camera or phone, and I'm not familiar with that, or import with auto beat sync. I can't tell you about that one. I don't honestly know. What I'm going to do is I am going to import from, I'm going to import media files. This is, well, right now it defaulted to my OBS recording folder. This is you. This is the video that I'm recording right now. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate back to what should be the normal default folder. So I'll be right back. Well, actually, I'm already here. Okay, so here is where, well, actually, this is not exactly where it defaults to, because it defaults when you install the software. Unless you change it, it defaults to the C drive. I have it on the D drive because, like many of you, I have a small solid state drive that is my C drive, and a large HDD for my, well, where I store most of my stuff. And that is volume D. So this is where my, this is basically where it will default to. As you can see, it says Wondershare Filmora 9, because that was where I started. That was the one I started with. Now, you have your projects and your output folder. Intro, outro is one that I put in there, and it has my intro and my outro. You've seen the intro, because, well, it's at the beginning of the video. And if you watched my, any of my other videos, you hopefully have seen the outro if you stayed long enough. And that's all you have to do, is just grab whatever file, drag it over there, and drop it in place, or you can click on it and click open. I'm not done yet, so I'm going to go back to here, and then I'm going to go down here. I also put the shortcut to the OBS, my OBS recording folder. I'm using OBS Studios to record this, and I'm going to open that, and I'm going to import files from here. I am going to go into here, and let's just bring all of these over here, so I can use the video that I'm making right now to show you how to make a video. Okay, now that we have all of our, well, now that we have our media files over here, not necessarily all of them, because I'm still making video for this video. Anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to drag our, well, I'm going to drag the intro down into here. It's going to ask me if I want to keep the project settings or use the settings from this clip, the resolution settings. I am going to use the project settings because the resolution settings from that clip are from the PS4 and they're kind of low. Anyway, so there is my intro. You guys are at least seen it once. All right, so I'm gonna put, well, let's go ahead and drag this little video down here. Okay, now let's go over, I want to go over to the stock media, and there is a wide variety of stuff here that you can insert into your videos. I am not sure about any of the copyright stuff on any of this. I wouldn't imagine that there would be any kind of a copyright problems. Some of this stuff I would have to purchase. I would have to purchase separately, but there is a wide variety that I already have. Well, that came with the product. Audio is the same way. Click over here. There are a lot of different, different songs, different well, music. All right, so let's go over here to titles. This is something I definitely want to show you. Okay, so say you want to put some text in your video. Let's go ahead. Let's put this one in here. So what you do is you just, well, if you click on it, you can see it here. What? Okay, but I'm going to drag it down here, and I'm going to put it. Let's put it here, and I want to. I want to edit that, so I'm going to slide this over to there. And there are a couple of things that you can do. You can go down here and left click on it and then right click, and you have several different options here. I'm going to go to edit properties. I'm not sure where that is. Oh, there it is. Okay, and right now it is on the lower text. Okay, so what I normally do is I will come over here and I will click on this part. I will click on on what it is that I want to edit. Let's say lower text. I don't really want anything there. Let's just for example. So I just clear that. Now, if I want this where it says modern material pack, say I want it to I want to say something else. Okay, say, well, you know what? I don't like that. I don't like that typeface. Let's go with open sans bold. We can also make it bold, make it, make it italics. You can change the orientation from, you can basically rotate it. And of course you can change the size, but over here we have styles that we can use. Okay, you can also come over here and click on it and change the size this way. But if you make it too big and well, the background's not big enough to cover it, let's change that. You can move that around. You can stretch it out. You can make it bigger, smaller, which Anyway, pretty simple, pretty I guess pretty self-explanatory at that point. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and we're going to go on to the next thing. Let's go to transitions. Most of you know what a transition is. If you don't, let's do a little demo here. I'm going to drag the transition down. It's not going to look quite the same as it did before and as the other did, because it's going to actually go over the videos that you already have down here, the clips that you have down here. Now you can move it over to, you can move it more to this clip, more to that clip, or put it in the center. And well, this is what this one looks like. Let's back this up a little bit. Ladies, there you go. Now, I do want to point something out real quick. While I'm moving stuff around, while I'm going back and forth in the video, you can you can use this bar down here to move back and forth. And you can use this to move back and forth. But you want to be careful when you're using this, because if you miss it and you just click here, that doesn't move it back and forth. That makes it basically, I guess you could say it's zooming in and out. So if I want to clip something, if I want to cut something in just a in just this one precise spot, I can stretch that out so I can have so I can get to a very high amount of detail. Or if I just want to skip, if it's a long video like this one's going to be, and I want to get to the end faster or whatever, I can condense everything. Anyway, so there that is. Effects. Click on effects. We go over here. We want to put, I don't know. Let's put that there. As you click on it, you can see what this is doing. This is making the little lines zoom through there. There's that one. It's focused in on that particular point. Not sure what. Okay, this one is got a bubble in the middle. Anyway, so you get the idea. Now there is a difference between that and the elements. Elements, you can do things like, well, obviously you can have the little arrows pointing wherever you want to, or you can say if you put something in the video and you don't want somebody to see it, you can drag this onto your video and let's say put it there. I don't want to purchase this. I'm just going to demonstrate it. Okay. Now, this being up here, you can go over here, you can click it, you can make it bigger and smaller, you can move it around, put it where you want to. You can also right click on it and go to, well, that's not what I wanted to do. You can go to edit properties. Now with the properties, you can go over here and you can, there are several options here. And you can go over here and say, you can change the animation. And if you want this to go longer, you can change the duration right here. If you want it to go faster or slower, you can change that here. You can reverse the speed anyway. So again, don't really want that, so I'm just going to delete it. And split screen. This is a pretty cool little effect. Say you want to you want to compare a few things, you can come in here and you can let's put the split screen here. And let's put that there and that there. And I'm already okay. There you go. And then it will show both of those for whatever duration. You can stretch it out. You can shorten it. And that, well, that's almost everything there is to show you. I do want to remove that. I don't know what is going on here. Go away. Okay, I want to remove that. Let's go back over here to the default view. Now I want to show you about the last thing that I'm going to show you is probably one of the things that you may need more than elements and effects and whatever. Let's say you want to come in here and you want to, well, if you want to clip off, if you want to maybe use flubbed when you're recording this several times, and you want to cut those out, well, all you have to do is slide this thing over to wherever you want to cut it and cut it. And then you can go down here and you can right click on this and delete it. You can go down here and say you want to, maybe you want one part of it to, maybe you want to speed it up. So you left click, then right click, and then go to edit properties. And again, you come to this. It has a lot of things you can do here on video. You can change the audio, which is another thing I want to show you. I'm not sure you can do some things with the color, but I'm not going to mess with that. This is where I was going for the speed tab. You can change the speed up here, and you can shorten the duration, lengthen the duration to a point anyway, right here, and you can reverse it. Back over to the audio. You can change the volume here, or you can just go down here and grab that little bar and move it up and down. I'll demonstrate that. Make it louder or quieter as you choose. Anyway, I think I pretty much covered just about everything. One other thing I want to go over is, let's say you put a video in there in the wrong place. You put a clip in there in the wrong spot, or you want to rearrange things. Well, what you can do is you can go to that clip and you can move it to one of the other layers and then put the clip in that you want. Let's say this one. And then go down here, move this one until you can see the end of it, and then slide it right into place. There you go. Now, if I missed anything, or if you guys have any questions, be sure and put it in the comments section. Anyway, that's it. I thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was informative. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Laugh and play out. Here comes that outro.